Hi, today is July 4th, and I hope you all are having an amazing 4th of July with your family and friends. And it's an extremely special day in our nation, celebrating United States and our freedom that we have here and so much more. But to me, it's a really special day, and I want to share why. 23 years ago today, I was healed of bipolar disorder, or they used to call it manic depression. Um, God totally healed me, and I want to share my story as to what happened to me. And it's just an amazing thing. I mean, this doesn't happen every day. So I was really blessed. And it started back, so I'll rewind the clock 23 years ago today. Basically, I was going to church at the time in 1994. My husband and I were going to a home group, and at that time I didn't want to go because I was in a depression for 10 months. And so he really wanted me to go this day on July 4th. So we went, and he said, maybe somebody could pray for you for healing. So I said, I didn't want to go, but I said, reluctantly, I said, I'll go. So I walked in the home group, and somebody literally had shared their depression, their healing from depression, and immediately I literally snapped out of mine. And to this day, I have not been on my lithium medication, and I've been totally healed. And it was like a champagne cork opened up, and I felt freedom and liberty, and it was amazing. So I want to go back again to share a little bit about what happened to me. My bipolar experience started in when I was 16 years old, and I had 2 bouts of depression and 2 manic episodes. It happened out of the blue, and my mom and dad noticed I was very depressed, and they didn't know what happened to me. They thought I was raped because I was in such a dark place. I lost like my pallor, my color. I was very pale, lost a lot of weight, couldn't concentrate. Manic depression and bipolar have very classic signs of bipolar disorder, and I was classic to the T. My mom and dad didn't know much about it back then, and they took me to a psychologist and eventually to a psychiatrist where I was administered lithium. When I was on lithium, it helped me. I had gone off it, and then I went into a manic episode where I was euphoric, felt great, didn't want to be on the medication, was very sassy to my parents, and I felt great. I wore this strange perfume. My personality was very different, and it was like a night and day, you know. So it was really scary because my parents had no control over me when I was 18, and they saw me, you know, drive out of my driveway, crazy driving, and you know, I could have been killed, and that was because I was in the manic state, and I had gotten off my medication. So anyway, I was hospitalized in a clinic and a few times, because one for depression and then one in the manic state. They had to put me on heavy duty drugs to get me down from the manic state. It was really horrible time. It was in kind of, you know, I was 16 years old. I was just starting out my sweet 16, and it was really, really rough on my parents. It was rough on me. And for those of you who have experienced it, it's really horrible, and nobody can identify with you unless you know somebody who's gone through it. I felt very alone, and it was really hard on me as well. So there are classic signs. Like I said, I was very classic to all of them. And in 94, when I went through that 10-month period, it was almost as bad. I just really didn't want to kill myself, but I was not happy. Every day I woke up, it was like I was just surviving. So I'm sharing this to say there is hope for you out there. And my prayer, and the reason I'm sharing this and my prayer for you, is that you would, if you're having symptoms and you don't know what's going on, or maybe you're a parent and you don't know what's going on with your child, maybe you'll see this and think, wow, that's what my daughter is going through this, or my son's going through this, and there is hope for you. I'm not telling anyone to get off their medication. I was supernaturally healed, and it was a miracle that I experienced, but I'm not saying for you to get off your medication. I just want to pray that you would know what to do, that you would have the wisdom, and I will offer my email address that you can contact me with any questions, and I can go into further detail about what happened to me. Since this is a video, it's really hard to share all the details, but I would be so happy to do that for anybody watching. So I'd like to pray for you and hope that this somehow helps you out there that is suffering from this horrible disorder. So Lord, I just pray that whoever's watching this video would find hope, encouragement, comfort, and maybe some sort of identification, and know that there's hope for them. And I pray you'd heal them and save them and deliver them from this horrific disorder. And I pray, God, that if any way that I can be a help to them and they can contact me, I would love to do that. So please, God, heal the people that are watching, bring hope and comfort to them as well. In Jesus' name, amen. Thanks for watching.